I accomplished a lot with making hits topping the charts in ways that I never thought I could do it.
Did you used to go by a different name back in the day?
Yeah, I used to go by Meathead, my street name from Kirkwood. Like when I was growing up in Kirkwood, ever since I was a baby, you know what I'm saying? Ever since I came out.
It got blood on that money and I still count it. Let's fuck up some commas. Let's fuck up some commas, yeah.
It's all about the music with me. At the end of the day, I want to hit record and smash.
Yeah. Name of no nigga hot, I'm just honest. Porsche, Carrera, Panamera, 911. Mask on, fuck it, mask on. Where your ass was at, dog, with niggas one feed. I say everything triple time. Roll it, AP, you blow triple time. Motor in the back with the trunk in the front. Smoking on gas, 2.5 in the blunt.
It's your first hit with DJ Drama, man. I want to know like what you're trying to do with this. I know a lot of people are watching you right now.
Let's go!
Navadius Damon Wilburn, aka Future. Born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia, where he first became involved in music as part of the Dungeon Family Collective, where he was nicknamed quote-unquote The Future. His first cousin, record producer, and Dungeon Family member Rico Wade actually encouraged Future to sharpen up his writing skills and pursue a career as a rapper, as well as providing Future with some temporary relief from the street life. Future has a lot of respect for Wade's musical influence and instruction, calling him the mastermind behind his sound.
Well, Rico is like my cousin, but he took me in. He more played like a father figure role. He just took me in as a cousin, as a friend. You know what I'm saying? A CEO. Just played so many roles and just made sure he was just always there to have support for the most part. You know, and just being around him, showing me how to break down beats and knowing melodies, and he just knowing how to feed off an idea. He's just the mastermind behind just the music.
After dropping a bunch of mixtapes in 2010 and 2011, Future signed a major record deal with Epic Records and also signed to Rocco's A1 Recordings. Rocco is a rapper out of Atlanta who pretty much believed in Future and took him under his wing. Then this eventually helped launch Future's own label imprint, Free Bands. By the way, Rocco eventually sued Future for $10 million, bruh, but we gonna get into that soon. Bruh, I feel so bad for YC, bro. Like, that was his song, bro, but everybody just gravitated towards Future, I guess. Like, when that song came out, I thought that was Future's song. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the promotion or what, but I thought that was Future's song. I think it was that song that really got people to know who Future was, to be honest.
On my way to Escos, I forgot to do my task. How about Gucci? How about better at the same damn time? Yeah, that's your house. That's my house too.
Future's debut studio album Pluto was released in April of 2012 to positive reviews and had a couple of big hits, such as Same Damn Time, Magic, Tony Montana, Never End, and Turn On the Lights, debuting at number 8 on the US Billboard 200, selling 41,000 first week. He then went on to be on the cover of the 2012 XXL Freshman list, and to be honest with you, bruh, he had the worst freestyle out of all of them in the cypher, bruh. Even Roscoe Dash had a fire freestyle.
Practice makes perfect. I practice my whole life. Far from perfect, but my worst shit is lapping them all twice. But like I put the iron wing, cause I did it my whole life.
And I blow that money fast like a calendar. Yeah, and I still got stamina.
Funny thing is though, he's the most successful out of all of them there, so I'm sure he don't care. In 2013, there was this specific instrumental that I'm sure you heard all over the place, bro. Walking to the park, going to a party, in your own headphones. It was this.
The cannon. You don't even know it.
Yo, I swear that song was everywhere, man. Kendrick and the whole TDE did a freestyle on it. Lil Wayne did as well. And I remember not even knowing it was Rocco's song featuring Future and others. But hey, it goes to show you how Future just overshadowing these rappers, bruh. Boy was too hot. He also dropped the singles for his next studio album. Songs such as Karate Chop,
Ice like a bunch of narcotics.
Honest, and Shit!
Fuck you and every nigga came with you. Fuck 'em.
Which all eventually led to Future dropping his second studio album, Honest, released on April of 2014. It also had the singles Move That Dope and I Won. It was met with generally high praise, and me personally, I really enjoyed it for the most part. Especially the My Mama joint with Wiz Khalifa. Bro, I remember bumping that on my iPod Classic when I just got my first car. 2014 summer was lit, bro.
My mama ain't raised no hoe. My nigga, they roll that dope.
But let me tell you guys something. There was just something about Future that despite having all these hits and big features since 2011 to now in 2014, he still wasn't really on a huge level like that. Like, yeah, he was known, he blew up, but I feel like people really weren't taking him serious on a mainstream / superstar level like that. That wasn't until he dropped this.
Whipping the dope like it's anime. Shooting a nigga like John K. Fuck us comments, yeah. Fuck us comments, yeah. I'm taking everything to come with my children. Yeah, yeah.
Music is so influential. People just get influenced by different melodies, and it just might, my melody might influence your rap, and people can dictate that. I feel like I'm most definitely an inspiration to the culture right now.
I can tell you guys from experience and living through it that once Future dropped this monster mixtape, bruh, everything changed. It's like Future was born again, like he reinvented himself to a whole new level. And that's when the year of Future began, 2015. All 2015 was Future, Young Thug, and Fetty Wap, bruh. For real. That's really all I was bumping in rotation like that. It was so lit, bro. In the beginning of that year, he dropped Beast Mode, which had bangers such as Layup, Forever Ever, and Real Sisters.
I get that mouth on the regular. I get more lip than the cellular. I get that cash forever. I blow that money forever. Hey, say you get thought of trying to part with you.
Then just 2 months later, he drops 56 Nights, bro, with the classics such as 56 Nights, Trap Niggas, and March Madness.
I think me and Escos crazy. I think me and Young Escos crazy. What? When you wake up before you brush your teeth, you grab your scrap, nigga. Dress it up and go to Nassau. 200 miles on the dash.
It was like a championship three-peat. Future was on fire, bro. How Lil Wayne was hot back in the day and seemingly on everybody's song as a feature, well, it felt like Future was on that same type of time in 2015, bro.
I can show you what that money back. Pull up right now with 100 shots. 100 shooters on the club, 100 bodies, nigga. Throwing the spot on my lot of you. Blowing the spot on my lot of you. I'm a hood nigga straight out the motherfucking gutter. I serve a whole bell.
Then we all know what Future dropped that summer, bruh. On July 17, 2015, he dropped Dirty Sprite 2. So many positive reviews, selling 151,000 copies first week. And many people considering this album to be a staple in trap music history, a classic in many people's eyes. With my favorite tracks being Blood on the Money, Thought It Was a Drought, and Know the Meaning. Speaking of Know the Meaning, there's a few lines in this song where he says, "People don't even understand that my hard drives that I recorded all my music on for 2 years straight was on this one hard drive that Esco had, and he was locked up with it, so I had to record new music." That's when I did Beast Mode. Now, I don't know if you guys ever experienced losing a hard drive or any type of memory before, but that shit is trash. And it really just tears you down and crushes all the motivation you ever had. It's like all the stuff you worked on for so long is gone, bro. So low-key, that was probably the best thing that could have ever happened to Future, because that just made him more hungry and turned him into the beast he became.
Certain shit just be for the time, like perfect time.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. Like,
and for niggas that like, for you niggas to be like working all year on your own shit separately and like be making like, you drop his mixtape, you drop all your mixtapes, everybody to be separate and niggas to be both hot, and then like at the height of niggas being hot, like to come together.
Yeah, that really hasn't happened. Like just at the peak of
that's
two,
it,
at the peak.
What a Time to Be Alive was released on September 20th, 2015 and received some positive reviews, selling 334,000 copies first week, bro. I don't know about you guys, but when this came out, man, it felt like Goku and Vegeta fusing together, bro. Like real shit. With my favorite tracks being Digital Dash, Jersey, Live from the Gutter, and Scholarships. Those all slap, bro.
You do what you want when you pop it. Yeah. I just need my girlfriend. I just need my girlfriend.
Purple Rain was released on January 17, 2016 to mostly positive reviews and is an underrated project in my opinion. Bangers such as Perky's Callin', No Charge, Drippin', Inside the Mattress, Wicked, and Purple Rain, come on bro, this tape slaps.
Bounce back with a million. Hit the island like Gilligan. Drug dealers and strippers, they get my entourage.
And then we got another tape less than a month later, bro. I completely forgot how little far apart these projects were. On February 6, Future dropped his 4th studio album, Evol. And admittingly, I think it's kinda weak, but it did sell 134,000 copies first week and was the 3rd project by Future to debut at #1 on the Billboard 200 all within 7 months. Although about 5 songs on this slap heavy. Songs such as Ain't No Time, Maybach, Zanny Family, Low Life, and Fly Shit Only. Fly Shit Only is low-key like top 20 Future songs in my opinion. That shit is great.
I been waking up the bitches in my hotel suite, we be going on the Miley.
Now I want to talk about a project that no one really talks about because yeah, it's technically not really a Future project, but Future is on it so much and he hosts it, so you might as well call it one. And that's DJ Escos Et Mixtape. Bro, this shit got so many bangers on it. 100 Racks, Champagne Shower, Too Much Sauce, Who, My Blower, Married to the Game. Man, this tape is so slept on, bro.
Doom book come through, who splash on niggas, on the gas on niggas, yeah.
Honestly, that song Who is Future and Thug's best collab, bro. Don't at me. Less than a week later, on June 29th, 2016, Future ended up on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine. I don't know, just thought I'd mention that. Drake and Future's Summer 16 tour that year ended up grossing $84.3 million just off 54 shows, making it the highest grossing hip-hop tour of all time. That is until Drake broke his own record with the tour he had with the Migos in 2018, but we not gonna talk about that.
Got a good batch. You ain't never ever get your bitch back. Mask on, fuck it, mask on.
Future kind of out of nowhere dropped his 5th studio album, self-titled Future, on February 17th, 2017. And in my opinion, it's top 3 Future projects so far, bro. Almost every song on here is a banger, especially Mask Off, which ended up being Future's highest charting song until Life Is Good off of High Off Life, but we not there yet, so chill. Oh yeah, and it debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, selling 140,000 copies first week. It became Future's 4th #1 album following DS2, What a Time to Be Alive, and Evil.
Straight without the pot when I cook it. Straight without the pot when I cook it. Let's shout that cool. Future high demand, Future high demand. I ain't really mean to hurt you. Stars gotta be that way. These dudes are for you to use me.
Literally a week later, Future drops his 6th studio album, Hendrix, making Future the only artist ever to have 2 albums debut at #1 in successive weeks. The album sold 121,000 copies, but to be honest with you, I only really bumped like 2 or 3 songs from this tape ever since it dropped. I know it's not bad or anything, it just never really caught my attention like that. I was probably still busy bumping Future's Future album, and still am to this day, so maybe one day I'll give it a more thorough listen.
Up, out of here, go to Mercury. Left out of school, start selling rocks, bought me a drop. You can't cry over scars, it's permanent.
On October 20th, 2017, Future and Thug dropped their long-awaited collab tape, Super Slimy, which for the most part is hard, bro. And in my opinion, For the Gang is one of the realest shit Future ever wrote, bro.
Everything over quarter, all the mom, my daughter. She rockin' her 3rd rolling, I can't help but spoil her.
Remember I mentioned earlier how Rocco sued Future for $10 million? Well, it finally came to an end in December of 2017. It was almost a 2-year back and forth court battle, but Rocco actually won, because basically Future signed to him for a 6-album deal, but he ended up kinda ditching him in 2012 after making his own label, Free Bands. So yeah, he didn't end up getting the whole $10 million, but he definitely got a lot of money, and it seemed like Rocco was happy with it. To be honest though, Future kinda did him dirty, bro. Like, it is business at the end of the day, like, come on, you did sign to him, but yeah. That boy Future won a Grammy for that. It's lit.
King's Dad.
In fact, that was actually Future's first ever Grammy nominations. He then went on to drop the soundtrack for the movie Superfly, which actually isn't that bad, got some good songs on there.
Cut up my wrist. I'm tryna get high as I can, I'm tryna get high as I can, I'm tryna get high as I can.
Beast Mode 2 was released on July 6, 2018, and to me, I don't care what anyone says, I like this better than Beast Mode 1. It's a little slept on to me. Every song here is fire except Dodo. That song is whatever, but everything else is hard, bro. I'm telling you. I remember that summer just bumping this in the whip all day, every day. This shit is hard, bro.
What I'm supposed to do when these rats blue? Ooh, money get made, these bitches don't never get saved. I did oxy, I don't need alcohol. The world on drugs.
Shit getting real and real. I lost my bro to the system.
Yo, RP Juice WRLD, man. The project The World on Drugs released on October 19th, 2018. And admittingly at first, it didn't really catch my attention like that within the first couple listens. It felt kinda rushed to me and maybe had a few songs that I liked here and there. But I'm not gonna lie, after Juice's passing, it kinda grew on me. It's unfortunate to say, but it's true. This album is actually not bad at all. Shit really got some bangers. Juice WRLD, in my opinion, carries the tape. But Future does his thing here and there. He's not bad on it. I actually like the song Oxy though, with Lil Wayne. That shit is hard to me. Hold up, wait a minute. Is that me? What the f?
I make easy boost moves in my Reeboks.
How you feeling, man?
I'm good.
New album. What album number is this?
7.
7. Okay,
in 10 years, right?
Including mixtapes.
No,
like
it can't.
30.
Yeah, I was about to say it can't be including mixtapes.
Including mixtapes like 30.
30.
That's still a big, like 7 albums in 10 years is even a lot. I mean,
it's a very big accomplishment.
Yeah. So what's your drive now, man? Like, is it still just all the music? Like, you got the money, you know what I'm saying?
Music.
Got the cars.
Music.
Speaking of music, Future dropped my favorite album of his, The Wizard, on January 18th, 2019. It debuted at #1 on the US Billboard 200, selling 125,000 copies first week. It became Future's 6th US #1 album. And I don't know what it is really about this album, but I just remember it like it was yesterday when it dropped. I was working for Uber at the time, and I just remember those cold winter nights, bumping this album in between rides. And I don't know, the song Never Stop just gives me chills and motivates me every time I hear it. Songs like Call the Coroner, Jumping on a Jet, Rocket Ship, FNN, Stick to the Models, Going Dummy, Unicorn Perp, like bro, I could keep going. This album is extremely underrated to me and is honestly one of Future's best work.
I wanna live like a drug lord, but I wanna be glorious. I've been popping since my demo, bitch. Yeah, let's go. I jumped in the spider with a tall bitch. Let's go. We say it's up, then it's up. Woo. Everything we do, we going dummy. Your arms around me, come and save me. Had to treat her like a Coast Guard, I had to save her, bro, oh yeah. Please tell me what Rolex won't do. Love my enemies, love my enemies. Save me.
Future dropped his Save Me EP on June 7, 2019 and was met with a lot of mediocre reviews. And I remember when this came out, everyone, and I mean everyone, was shitting all over this project. No one really liked it, and it was probably because of the direction he took on this project. It isn't really your typical turn up Future. It's more melancholy, slowed down, emotional Future. And you know, I find it interesting how a lot of people would criticize Future for not switching up his style and always making the same kind of music, but then when he tried, people just shitted all over it. So damned if you do, damned if you don't. I was one of the few people who actually appreciated it and enjoyed it a lot after a couple of thorough listens.
Life is good. You know what I mean? Like,
freestyling while I got kush on my lung. Cracker that Burberry, that's what I'm on. Got ballistics on my feet, they can't take me.
Damn, bro, when Future takes his glasses off, you know it's serious. Future dropped his High Off Life album on May 15, 2020 to decent reviews, debuting at #1 and sold 153,000 first week. This is Future's 7th consecutive #1 album. Yo, you guys like this Photoshop I did here though? That shit fire, right? I made a Game Boy Color High Off Life game. Come on, bro. That's lit. But yeah, this album got a lot of bangers on it. Trapped in the Sun, High Tech Tech, Solitaries, Posted with Demons, Hard to Choose One, Too Comfortable, which I love the instrumental for. Pretty much this whole tape is fire to me, bro.
Better not get too comfortable.
So yeah, Future Hendrix. It's no question that his work ethic is unmatched, and he's truly a legend in his rap game. He's been in the game for 10 years now, and I don't really see him falling off anytime soon. Or at all, really. When it comes to being a GOAT in trap music, you better put this man's name up there.
Into the money, hustle like ain't got no money. Even if I fall, I'ma land on a bit of